my goodness. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce, the channel where the old man who has a face for radio desperately attempts to explain to his audience what's happening in the stock market in plain English. And the guy that attempts to guide his followers along the path to avoid making huge mistakes in the market and it tries to patiently explain to them how they can do so well if they were to take it upon themselves and grab their portfolios, right options against stock positions they have, and stop guessing where the hell the market is going and just write contracts immediately. 2, 3, 4, 5 months out of the money for the biggest premiums you can get your hands on, and put the gamble onto the floor of your casino and get it out of your executive offices. I cannot tell you how many of my beloved viewers that I love dearly, many of which are members of this channel because their names are highlighted in green. They have a little colored bagel beside their name. I can't tell you how many of these folks are sometimes they sometimes get cute and they kind of follow me, but then they kind of go their own way and get their butts handed to them, and then they come back to me and go, I shouldn't have done that. I should have listened to you. I get this call a lot, but I'm used to it because this has happened to me. I've had this come to me all my career. I've been a broker. I was a stockbroker in 1979. That's when I got licensed. 1979. Carter was the president of the United States at the time. Trudeau, I believe it was Pierre Elliott Trudeau, was the prime minister of Canada. I know Joe Clark was in there for a little bit of time, and then it was Trudeau again. The father, Trudeau the father. And that was an interesting time. I never knew. It never occurred to me, and until Mr. Trudeau, the Right Honorable father, passed away. God rest his soul. My father and Mr. Trudeau were the same age. It never hit me. It never hit me between the eyes that my dad was the same age as the prime minister of the country, and I looked upon my father as one hard-working guy, and really enjoyed my time with him. And I looked at Trudeau, and he was this dashing, for a while, he was this dashing international celebrity, the Prime Minister of Canada, who was not married when he became Prime Minister. He was a bachelor, married a much younger woman, and had several children, including Justin Trudeau, who is today's Prime Minister of the country. Never thought that they were the same age, because I couldn't imagine my father with a 20-something year younger wife. Couldn't imagine my dad with a trophy wife. Not that Margaret Trudeau was deemed trophy wife. She's a very smart cookie, a very smart woman, and very accomplished. And she's done all right. Anyway. You never think of that. Anyway, I was a stockbroker back in 79 when I started. And here I am in 2023, YouTube creator, commentator, opinionator, ranter, and trying to guide you down the path to hopefully phenomenal riches. And I am so pleased about 99% of you guys out there. I mean, I'm pleased with all of you who are here, but really I am so grateful. Jennifer and I, my Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife, who you've not seen, but I'll show you a picture of her. Everybody wants to know, what does Jen look like, Bruce? I mean, you never show her on the camera. Let me show you my wife. Okay, you want to see Jen? Here we are. We were out the other day, and we're down to Costco and Walmart and shopping. And I know she's a little over the top when it comes to wearing outfits, but she looks pretty good for just having a hip operation, don't you think? That scar is not visible. It's incredible, isn't it? Yeah, she makes me proud. You asked, I delivered. Look, this area here where I'm hanging out right now, uh, I like it here. And I can't be here. There's no way I could be here unless I had viewers that were making money on this channel. This is as simple as that. These condos that you see here, these are some of the 1,250 condos that I'm surrounded by. And that is one of 34 of the pool and spas or hot tubs that we have. That isn't a hot tub. It's called a spa around here, but I call it the hot tub because it's hot. It's nice and hot, and the bubbles are in there, and I like it. But that's what they look like. We have 34 of those, and we're surrounded by 27 golf holes. And almost every single condo in here, 1,250, have a piece of golf course in the backyard. And so I get to look out my window here through the living room, and I look at that. And the neighborhood you see there, the mountain in the background, that is Palm Springs over there. Those tall mountains there, that's Palm Springs. And then way off in the distance to the upper right, that is, I think, Big Bear. And between the mountain way back there and the mountain close in, there's a pass, there's a mountain pass, there's a gap. And that is where all the windmills are. And that's what produces a lot of electricity. And over that pass, you end up heading towards eventually Riverside and Los Angeles, which is 2 hours away. And that's how you get from LA to here. This is a desert oasis unto itself. And many folks from the LA area come here. They have a second house right here, 2 hours out of town. They come into this complex, and we meet people from Huntington Beach here all the time, and other places in greater suburb Los Angeles. And they're here from Pasadena, which itself is a high demographic, nice area, but they have their second house here to get away from the craziness of the city. And it's nice and quiet, and it's dark at night, and yeah, it's cool. Anyway, I can't be here living in any of those condos, and I'm just a renter, without you guys making money. Because if you guys didn't make money, I could not in any way be doing any of what I'm doing. It's as simple as that. I have to find a way to help you make money. And I'm so proud of the many of you here who are and have been following me. Last night on the primetime show, even though my YouTube alert didn't work properly, I had to re-alert everyone that I was live. Still, a good number of the Gold Bagel members came by to say hi and have watched on the rerun. As a matter of fact, I have more views of my show last night, the primetime live show that all of you can come to. Just become a Gold Bagel member, and you automatically get an invite to come in. Generally speaking, you get an invite to come in. I've had more views of the show than I have Gold Bagel members. You know what that means? They're watching it twice. That's right. There are people here who are so they're doing so well, and they take this so seriously, because this isn't a game that we're playing where we write an option for $4 and buy it for $2, keep the $200 times 30 contracts, $6,000 in our pocket. These aren't 6,000 tokens. These are $6,000. And there are people here who are going, holy crap. I like this guy. He's kind of fun. He has Seinfeld references. He talks about the movie Die Hard, and talks about Ghostbusters and all that kind of stuff. But this guy can make me money. If I listen to this old man with virtually no hair left in the middle of his head here, why does he even keep this? Why does he just cut that off? This homeless Canadian who keeps talking about, you can write options on what you got and make some dough here. They are saying to themselves, my God, I have no idea that I could make the kind of money I'm making. And I could have been doing this 15 years ago, because I've been sitting on this garbage forever. I've been sitting on crap in my accounts because it was handled by these professionals somewhere. And I was putting in $100 a month, and the company was putting in $100 a month. And I did that for decades. And there's nothing to show for it, because with adjusted for inflation, I got nothing, man. I got jack squat here. I made more money on my house than I made in my investments. That's wrong. That's incorrect. Wrong answer. Yes, you make money on your house, but you don't actually make money on your house. You make inflation on your house. I mean, come on. You buy a house for 200 grand 20 years ago and you sell it for 500,000 now. That's inflation. Come on, you didn't make any money. What you could have bought a new car for back then versus what a car costs you now. I mean, what? It's inflation. That's all you're making. Some of you got lucky with the pandemic and you scored a deal because your house went up way faster than inflation over the last several years. And we haven't had much inflation the last 10 years, admittedly, until lately. But really, yeah, really. How many of you know of your grandparents who had a house they bought for 15 grand and then they sold it for 200,000? You thought, oh, wow, look how rich they are. Yeah. For them to buy another house was 200 grand, 300 grand. They were no richer at all. Um, you have to make more money with your investments than you have to make with your real estate. Uh, the only people who make money on real estate, and how do I say this without pissing off everybody in real estate? I don't want to slam the people who help people make money in real estate because they are well meaning, well educated, hardworking, looking for the right deal. But look, to make money in real estate, you have to use other people's money to do it. So if you've got 50 grand and you can borrow 300 grand on top of that and buy something and fix it up and then flip it for 100 grand more than you paid for it, you take 50 grand and turn it into 150 grand. Hey, you're making money in real estate. But you're using other people's money to do it on some kind of a mortgage thing and what have you. Fair enough. Great. If this works, it works, but it's not for everybody because how many of you are physically able, strong enough to rebuild a house, are motivated to repaint an entire house? Are you kidding me? Are you motivated to deal with 15 different tradespeople to fix a property? I mean, good luck. But to each his own. There are those who are into this, and I say, great. And if you're making money in real estate, congratulations. But you know what? Can you touch the buttons on one of these? Can you? Do you have a pulse where you can make this work, and it recognizes your face and then it turns on? Can you do that? If you can do this, you can make a fortune. And you can do it sitting in one of these chairs where you can just relax and put your feet up on an ottoman or sit in a lazy boy or on your couch or on a lounger. And you can do this. Here's how you can make thousands of dollars all year round, every week, every month. Okay. Anywhere in the world. Here's how you do it. There you go. That's what I talk about. Most of you can handle that. Maybe go for a walk and get some exercise and don't get fat like I'm getting fat, but whatever, work on it. All right. The upside in the option writing business is unbelievable because people don't believe it. It's unbelievable because they don't believe it. You try desperately to tell your best friends. I know you do. I know you try to tell your best friends about what it is you do. And they go, yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, that's great. Well, you're in your little option thing. Good luck to you. Yep. Look at me. Look at this old man. I have relatives. I have friends. I have people I've known over the years. Let me ask you this question. How many people that I know, that Jennifer knows, and love Jen, just love her to death, do you know how many of our closest friends and relatives write options to make money in the market? None. Nobody. Because they look at me as that crazy guy that they've known all their lives. They know a different Uncle Bruce than you know. They don't listen to the words coming out of what's going on. What they are thinking about is those two crazy kids are down in Palm Desert for the winter. And he's doing this on a YouTube channel. And that's as far as they think. He's working his butt off on a YouTube channel. And how they're affording it down there, I don't know. And they say they have clients or viewers that make money, and that's as far as they go. And they just go, yeah, well, he's been doing YouTube now for 6, 7 years. Started with that travel channel, and then that blew up when COVID, came in, and that channel just blew up. Well, it's still out there. I'm still doing my work every Monday on that channel. And then he started the stock market channel, but that was all about GameStop, and that blew up. And they've just stopped. They don't have any interest anymore. And when they see us, they're very polite. They're very nice. Everyone's nice to us. Our relatives love us. We love them. And they'll say, "Hey, how you doing on your YouTube channel?" And I have to ask myself, what do I tell them? um, it's been 6, 7 years. What am I gonna do? It's going great. It's going great. We're having a lot of fun with the viewers. It's a really good time. They think it's just a party, and they don't put two and two together. They don't put two and two together where they go, the guy is paying so much money for that condo, and then he's renting a Tesla for so much money. And then you got to buy food down there in California. And you want to go and do anything, you got to pay money. I mean, and then Jen got a new hip that they paid cash for at the medical center at Eisenhower. And that's a big topic in Canada about how much operations are, and blah blah blah. They don't put it together. They don't seem to be able to comprehend how much money my viewers have to be making in order for me to have this ability with Jan to be here for the winter. 5 months straight down here. They don't get it. And a lot of viewers on YouTube don't get it either because they're not here. We don't have 25,000 people watching me live. You would think that any viewers of this channel who can make enough money to quit their day jobs, pay off their debts, live a new life. And this is in the first year of finding me. It's not like you guys have been here for 15 years and you're finally getting rewarded on your efforts. There are folks here who've been watching me for 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, who are generating 5,000 a month, 8,000 a month, 10,000 a month, 15,000 a month, 20,000 a month in revenues from option premiums because they've just been building and building their accounts and building their accounts. There are folks here who are going, I've lost 100,000 in the market the last 10 years combined because I can't trade worth jack squat. And I find this guy 8 months ago and I'm doing what he's talking about doing, and my account's getting bigger. So why wouldn't I keep doing what he keeps telling me to talk about doing? And it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. I'm making more money now than I've ever made before doing anything in the stock market. How come I don't have 25,000 viewers? You'd think it would make sense because these people would be going out there going, you can't believe how much money I'm making in the market. Because what you have to do to make money in this stock market is called investing in yourself and learning the art of patience. And there's the problem. There's always a catch, Everyone says, well, what's the catch, Bruce? You got all these viewers that are making all this money. What's the catch? And then people who ask you when you watch me and you tell your friends about me, they go, well, what's the catch? Well, what do you have to do? Why does it work with him and you, Uncle Bruce and yourself? And what if he's so good? If this guy is so great, and the channel is so successful, it's so helpful to you making money, why aren't there 100,000 people watching this guy live? Why isn't he a guru doing these presentations on stages around the world like all these other big time motivational speaker type guys? Why isn't he traveling in private jets all over the world? Because you think he's found the formula to success. I haven't found the formula to success. Neither have you. What we found is good old hard work is what it's required. And you got to study. You got to study about what it is you're getting into. And there are people out there who don't consider themselves very special, but they love to get an old computer and rebuild it and make it better. Or you might know someone who you can take your laptop to and say, I got the circle of death. I can't make this thing turn on. And they play with it. And 15 minutes later, your computer is just dancing and singing and doing everything. And you look at them like they are gods. They're savants. You can't believe it. And the folks themselves go, well, I just like tinkering with this stuff. No, no, they are savants. They are gods. They work their butts off to do this because this is all they do. They figure out how computers work and how they don't work and why they work and what they're doing. A handyman. How many people know a handyman that can do anything? These are geniuses in disguise. You know that they're actually geniuses because if you have a handyman that can do one of 15 different things, 20 different things around the house, I mean, how many senior citizens have a handyman that they know, a relative, a friend, a neighbor that can do almost anything? These people have done this for decades. That's why they're handymen. That's why they're good at it. If you've painted the outside of a house before, you know how to paint the outside of a house. But if you've never done it before, it's a mystery of life. It's studying, it's putting in the time and putting in the effort and making mistakes and getting over them and learning from mistakes and moving on. This business of writing options, you got to put in the time, you got to put in the effort. And all I can do for you is say, all right, if you really want to learn how to be an option writer, 14 classes are waiting for you that I started in July 2021. And almost every successful option writer here has taken probably all of them or most of them. They've watched them almost all of them. And the really successful option writers, they never stop studying. They never stop. They they absorb and want more. And they've watched my classes 5 times over. Are these the greatest classes ever created? No, they're not. They're not. Are they slick and fancy? No, they're not. This is me. I'm talking and I got a whiteboard behind me. That's it. And I got Auntie Jen over here, who's the moderator, asking questions from students, and I'm answering them, and then I'm continuing on the lesson. That's it. That's all there's to it. There's nothing, it's not like you're in a giant room with 200 other students and the professor's talking behind a podium and using language you don't understand. No, that's plain English. This is how options work. This is how options are created. This is how they trade. This is what it's all about. I was watching a show last night. I am still in the middle of this. I got a YouTube thing paused right now on one of my other tabs here. And what I believe in is history has a way of repeating itself in one form or another. And I believe in constantly reminding myself, where have I come from in my lifetime? And one of the things that I strongly believe you have to do, if you're going to be an option writer, you better study option writing, and the classes are there for you. So go. For me, I like to remind myself about what this market has done while I've been around this planet and while I've been licensed, even before I was licensed, to understand history of investing. And I want to know about the biggest catastrophic failures of all time. I want to know and get a handle on what caused this or that and that, so that I know what to look out for. I wanted to understand that, this is similar to this situation, or that is similar to that situation. Better watch that trend. That might get worse. So last night I started watching the 2008 market crash, the financial crisis, which blows my mind because the financial crisis of 2007, 8, 9, but basically 8 and 9, very few people talk about it anymore. The financial crisis took 5, 6 years to kind of get over. It took until 2013, 15 to really get past it. And today, no one mentions it anymore. It's incredible because right now, the only mention that people have of the financial crisis of 2008 and 9 is the fact that one of the offshoots from that whole debacle was low interest rates to banks to encourage banks to lend. And nobody wanted to borrow because they were afraid to borrow, or they couldn't borrow because banks wouldn't lend because you weren't good enough to borrow from us. Even though we're drowning in money, we're not going to lend it to you because we're worried you might not pay us back. So one of the things that spilled over from the financial crisis of 2008 and lasted until a year and a half ago, cheap interest rates, basically free money, borrowing money for less than the cost of inflation by a country mile. That was unbelievable. And the federal government, the Federal Reserve, the Treasury, all the agencies were desperately trying to convince in America, trying to convince Americans in Canada, Canadians in the UK, folks in the UK, Europe, and so on, desperately trying to convince the citizens to borrow money to buy a house, borrow money to renovate a house, borrow money to get a second house and renovate it, make it a rental income, buy a cottage, get a condo in Palm Desert as your second house, desperately trying to get people to borrow to stimulate the economy. This ended a year and a half ago. In Germany and other countries in Europe, governments were offering mortgages at negative interest rates to try to beg people to borrow money to buy a house. I have a viewer here who's with us who has a negative mortgage that he's locked in for many, many years. Desperate. Governments were desperate and banks were desperate for people to come and borrow. Today, we have almost a 5% Fed funds rate. We're going to 6 or 7% perhaps. Interest rates are going to go 6, 7, 8, 9%. All of a sudden, money is harder to borrow. It's a complete turnaround, complete automatic turnaround. Even in this entire environment of free money, where it was easy for smart, hardworking people to borrow and build on that cash through smart investing decisions and prudent business planning, countries around the world also had a chance to benefit with this free money. Very, very good opportunities to grow. And one of the countries that saw wealth come in to its borders was Russia. Russia has started growing a middle class Russian, young Russians coming out of university, can read, write, spell, walk, chew gum, hardworking. These folks were noticing that Western companies were coming in to Russia that they could work with and work for. And they would travel the world on business trips and could come and go where they wanted, travel to Europe, have a vacay here and there. There were young Russians really coming on economically into the middle class big time. And unfortunately, you've got a guy who is approaching 80, who doesn't want to give up the mantle of power, and he surrounded himself with a bunch of guys who have determined that this guy should stay there, and will do anything to make sure this guy stays there, and will crush anyone who dares to oppose his wish to stay where he is. And within a year, you have seen a complete and utter destruction of an entire class of well-to-do people in Russia that are now going forward, going, "Wow, we're in trouble." And is it any wonder so many millions of Russians have left their own country to try to go elsewhere? I mean, there are Russian nationals who have nothing to do with the war and will have nothing to do with the war. They are trying to walk across the U.S. border from Mexico into the USA right now. And they're trying to claim asylum because it's the only way in. They can't document their way in, so they're showing up as humanitarian causes. It is absolutely unbelievable. Of course, they're going everywhere. They're going to all countries all over the place, wherever they're going to be accepted. Just not go and stay in Russia. It's absolutely unbelievable what's going on over there. I just shake my head at how history repeats itself. How how the 1% in certain lands, all right, convince themselves that the only way to preserve the country and make it as great as it could possibly be is that for that 1% to always be ruling that country going forward, that no new ideas are needed, that the old ways are the way to go, and complete dissent has to be crushed at any price. And you end up with not that great a country left over, because the other 99% are going, "I don't think I agree with that philosophy because I'm not part of you guys. You won't let me in. My wife and I can't get those high paying jobs that your relatives have because we're not related to any one percenters, and you're not allowing any new members up there. So we're not motivated, and so we're going to do our own thing. And many folks just, their kids leave never to return, and there goes your next generation of greatness to somewhere else. Unbelievable. Anyway, here we are, guys, girls, kids. Option writers, have you got it good or what? You couldn't ask for a better market. I keep telling you this every day. I mean it. You guys cannot imagine just how great the market is for you right now. Man, are you guys going to make money here? Option writers unite. We're seeing stocks fluctuate all the time, in a range, and you guys are taking advantage of the ranges, and you're taking advantage of time shrinkage where contracts are shrink out. This Friday is the third Friday of February. A whole bunch of contracts, trillions of dollars, are going to disappear. A lot of gamblers have lost everything in the last week, and this next, like between today and tomorrow, and then into next month, they're going to lose even more. The thing about option gamblers, I guess, is that like Vegas, people, they have jobs, and they score $500 every month more than they need, and they just put it into the option market and try and gamble again. Well, you add up $500 here and 300 there and 400 there and 700 here, and you add all that up over tens of millions of gamblers. It's billions of dollars that are coming in to be pissed away. And you only have to be kind of right to make a big bunch of money. None of you, not a single one of you, have to write a contract at the right time, at the right price, at the right strike, the right expiry to make money, or you lose it all. None of you are in that position. All of you are in a position where, well, I can write a call on GameStop, and if it goes down in price, my call will drop in value, and I can buy it back for less. That's one. Or two, if I write a call and the stock kind of hangs around for a while, but then after a week or two, it just sort of sits here, the contract loses value because it's running out of time. So I guess I win on that. Even if the stock goes up, dramatically goes up, well, then I'm richer on my asset that I used to write the call in the first place. So I'm winning there. And I'll just roll this contract into another contract a couple of months further out, and I'll win there. It's called winning at every level. Just have to learn how to do this. Again, do you really want to make money in this world? Well, maybe put some brain power in behind it. Put something on the line and learn how it's done. It's so simple, actually, because once you understand it, you go, I didn't know it was this easy. I had no idea it was this simple. This isn't that complicated. I get it. What's everyone so worried about? It's what many folks realize around here. They go, this idea of me not being able to write options, this is crap. I got relatives who are just, I use the word options and they just recoil. What's with these people? Check it out. Why is the option market still around if it's so bad? This is the other thing that we ask. Why is it that the casinos are still around in Vegas? Dozens and like decades and decades and decades later, after all the bad things that have been said about casinos, there's still casinos everywhere. As a matter of fact, there's more casinos in America now and Canada outside of major centers than ever before. There are casinos in almost every state now in the United States. If they're so bad, they're morally wrong and everything, why are governments so addicted to them? Why is it that when you watch the Super Bowl or a football game, a basketball game, a hockey game, anything, why are you inundated and bombarded with ads for gambling on sports? Isn't that bad? Wasn't that the mob's business in the 50s and 60s and 70s and whatnot? I mean, bookies used to be, related to the guy who would make sure you pay your debts. There was this thing. All of a sudden, governments do it. What is this all about? If it's just so morally incorrect, if you've lost your morals and your sports betting, why do governments run it now? No one wants to talk about that. You don't see politicians trying to run for governor of a state promising, I'm going to guarantee that we're going to outlaw sports betting. Because if that person tried to run on that platform, guess their odds of success of being elected governor? Zero. Zero. Because the population's going, hey, don't mess with my sports book, buddy. I got enough problems in my life. I want to bet on my favorite football team or my hockey team. Because you used to have to do it under the table, with your buddy at the office through some guy they knew somewhere. Used to be under the table, used to be illegal. Now it's all legal, it's all fine. Well, writing options is very legal, is very fine. And the options market has been around for decades and it's been legal the whole time. And yet people recoil at options, but they think nothing about dropping $500 on a football game or on a combination parlay bet on some sports betting app over here where they risk everything on a combination of 3 or 4 games that all have to just work out the way they all work out, and then they get a big payoff. It's incredible how gambler centric the world has become, and yet as the options market is actually a conservative way to enhance and protect your assets in the investment business. And that is viewed upon badly. You have relatives that probably think of you as a degenerate gambler because you're an option writer. It's just laughable. It's ridiculous. But then again, maybe that's the best way this should go. Maybe in your family, you should be the only one who does write option contracts and scores nice money on it. And you're the one who does go on a European vacation once a year for 6 weeks. You're the one that quit your day job last year and has been self employed ever since. And you're quietly going about your affairs. You're the one, the only one in your family that actually has to legitimately hire a tax advisor to handle your affairs because of how complicated your income taxes could be and expenses and write-offs, and you just want to make sure it's done just right. And oh, by the way, you're the one who can afford to hire a person to help you save thousands of dollars of unnecessary taxes. You're the one who is in a position whenever it's necessary to be able to buy a new car, whether it's a new used car or a car, whatever, cash. You're the one that chooses whether to just rent whatever it is you want to live in, own whatever you want to be in, be a nomad, decide I'm going to take a 5-year trip in an RV, but I might cut it short to a year. I'm going to try RVing for a while and see how long I can do it for. I'm going to travel the world extensively, but I'll be back home maybe every 4 or 5 months for a week or two, take care of a few affairs, and then I'm gone again. You might be that person. You're that one in the family that's that person because you're an option writer and you have income coming in all the time. You've desperately tried to explain it to your favorite people, and none of them want to hear about it. They don't get it. They can't get it. They just don't think they're smart enough. They don't feel they have the chutzpah to do it. Well, okay, there you are. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Not write options because others don't want to write options with you? No, you're going to write options. And you're going to make a handsome living doing it. And you're going to find out how easy it is the more you do it. And you're going to realize this just keeps growing all the time. I'm just growing my portfolio all the time. It's just growing all the time. It's just, I can't explain it. It just is. Congratulations. Welcome to the party. You're one of the 1%ers in the market that understands this side of the stock market. You're one of the few. Very, very few. Watching this 2009 economic meltdown show, I was struck by how well it was explained, how the banks got into such a mess in New York, how they screwed up royally with all of these mortgages and subprime mortgages and subprime loans and crap like that. And what really struck me about how ridiculous it got was, because of course, the federal government, the President of the United States, Democratic and Republican, didn't matter. The Federal Reserve Chairman Greenspan and all these other guys, they all signed off on it. The SEC did nothing. The Fed did nothing to stop it. There were there were people out there and organizations who were sitting there going, okay, let me get this straight. Uh, Joe Schmuck wants to buy a house and he finds a house he wants with a realtor. Okay. And then he has 10% down. Okay. And he finds a mortgage lender willing to give him a 90% mortgage on the house. All right. Well, that happens often. The guy signs the mortgage with Bank Blah in the city that this house is in. Fine. Then what happens? The bank that writes the mortgage, that entity, sells that mortgage. They just turn around and flip it. They sell it off to an investment bank in New York that's buying thousands of these from thousands of banks all the time, saying we're open for every mortgage you want to give us. We'll buy the mortgage from you and we'll give you a percentage of the actions. In other words, you're just a commissioned salesperson. You write the mortgage. The customer writes a check for the mortgage to your bank. You just transfer the money to us electronically every month. And every mortgage you sell us, you just send those payments to us every month. And you get to keep a slice of the action. Oh, banks are going, great, we'll write mortgages all day long. The New York bankers are getting all these mortgages, and there are dozens of these guys, but the big 5, big 6 banks are hauling in all these mortgages, and they pay out the money to get them. And then they put all these mortgages into these pools, and they're selling now slices of these pools to investors, which are pension funds and mutual funds around the world, hedge funds around the world, as a AAA rated bond, high yielding, good quality bond. Then the bank is smart enough to say, we're going to buy insurance to make sure that these bonds, that these mortgages will be paid for, because we don't want to own the house. You see, if Joe defaults on his mortgage payment, we want to be sure that the money we paid for that mortgage is protected. We'll get insurance through AIG. So they buy insurance from AIG. AIG goes, we'll insure the mortgage. No problem. Mortgage houses never go down in price all that much. And sometimes they go down in regions, but not the whole country at the same time. We'll be happy to do that. That right there is a simple, straightforward way of doing business. None of that is really crazy. What went really crazy was there was the other guy on the other side of the table over there that had nothing to do with the house, nothing to do with Joe, nothing to do with the bank in Joe's hometown, nothing to do with the investment banker in New York, and nothing to do with AIG. They're just out there and going, I'm trying to find a place where I can make money. How can I make money? And these are the guys that were in the movie called The Big Short. And these guys have figured out, oh my God, Joe borrowed $300,000 from his local bank to buy a $330,000 house. He had $30,000 cash. He borrowed $300,000. Joe could get laid off at any time if there's a slowdown in the economy. Many other Joes out there have been put together into these CBOs, into these mortgage-backed securities. And if only 5% of those guys don't make their payments on time, this entire fund is no longer a AAA rated fund. It's a triple B, a triple C. This fund could collapse on itself because this fund, the interest that's earned from these mortgage buyers goes to investors. And if the fund can't pay the dividends, the interest every month, every quarter, the fund is insolvent and it must be unwound. AIG has to pay everybody off on that fund. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy insurance from AIG on that fund. I don't own any of that fund. I don't own any of the houses. I'm not the banker. I'm not the borrower. I'm nothing. I'm a gambler over here, and I'm just going to buy insurance that fund, if it collapses, I get paid for it as if I owned it. And AIG went, okay, we'll sell you insurance on it, an option on it. And all of a sudden, you had billions of dollars in bets being made on these mortgage funds thousands of them, all insured by AIG and reinsured and reinsured and reinsured. And this is where the housing and financial collapse all happened at the same time, because it came to the point where everybody had to be paid off because the funds collapsed. They didn't deliver. And this is what the big short was all about. And it collapsed the entire world economy because there were pension funds in Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Japan, all of South America, all of Africa, all of North America, all of Canada, all everywhere, all owned these CDOs, these credit default swaps that were made up of all of these mortgages. And when they collapsed, the whole thing collapsed on itself. And these pension funds ended up owning $100 million worth of 10 different pension funds, all of which were worth nothing, because the houses that were mortgaged against these are worth less than what is owed to the banker. And so you ended up getting 10, 20 cents on the dollar back, which broke the backs of many of these investment outfits. Private hedge funds that were borrowing money to buy these things. They borrowed money to buy these funds that ultimately went to zero. They lost everything as well. It's an unbelievable collapse at every level across the board. I'm sitting here asking myself, what's the catch for you guys to write options? The good news is you can't write an option unless you own the stock or you own a deep in the money option on the stock. You can't write an option otherwise. Theoretically, you can write what they call a naked option, but that is so restrictive and is so expensive margin wise that you don't do it. You do it on deep in the money calls, you do it on stock. That's how you write options. So you guys are very well protected with regards to the market, because if GameStop goes down $3 a share, it's all right. You wrote a $22 call, got $4 for it. It's worth $1. You buy it back for $1. You made $3 on the contract. Stock dropped $3. No big deal. You write a new contract at a $19 contract. You bring in $4 for that. Stock drops $2 or $3 again. The $4 contract goes to $2.50. You'll buy it back, write a 17. You'll just write on the way down. Stock wants to go up. You'll write and roll up on the way up. Stock does nothing. Contracts just shrink naturally and you haul in the dough. Option writers are very conservatively making money all over the place. But the majority of the option writers are not you. You're the minority of the option writers. You're the outliers. You're the individuals. Most option writers are institutions who know what they're doing. And they're looking at this going, we don't mind writing options on GameStop or on Apple or on Cisco or any stock. We'll be happy to write options. There are option writers who get a list from their bosses and say, we just bought a whole bunch of stock in these 10 companies last week. We're going to hold these companies for the next year or two. We need you to write options on these stocks now. And here's how many we have of each one. And the option writer is going, oh, okay, I have to write 1,000 calls on Cisco now. I have to write 550 on Microsoft. I got to write another 1,000 calls on Apple. And they're given their parameters. So we need you to write options that are 3 months or less in length. And whenever you pull in a 10, 15, 20% profit on a trade, we want you to close that out and take on new ones and blah, 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 blah. And they have all their rules and everything. Every option specialist has their rules. You have no rules. The only rules you have are if you follow anything I suggest, which is right out of the money calls a couple of months out for big, fat, juicy premiums. There's your rules. And go from there. You're up against those guys. Those are the other writers in your world, and those folks need to make millions and millions and millions of dollars a week to justify their desks, their pods, their coworkers, the office floor that everybody else is on, and the entire operation has to make $10 million a month in profit just to pay all of its bills, or 20 million a month or 50 million a month, because they manage billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, tens if not hundreds. And these option writers are doing their part to keep the lights on and make a profit towards the house. And they are paid $200,000 a year to walk through the door, $4,000 a week to show up, and they're expected to make double that in bonus money. So if they don't make $600,000 to $1 million a year, they are replaced with someone else that can make some money around here. That's how this game works. And it's stressful. And it's crazy. And it's a short term gig for a lot of these guys because they can't do it for a long, long period of time. The pressure's too great, too many forces over their shoulders to grind dollars out of these option contracts. You don't have that problem. You have time. You don't have the 58th floor of an office tower to pay for. You don't have New York City business taxes to worry about. You don't have to deal with the SEC snap investigations coming into the floor at any old time. You don't have lawyers with due diligence rules all over you. You can write options on stuff you've got, and you can decide when to take your profit and when to do a rollover all you want. And most of you are hanging out with one guy right here where we're just working this and following this every day. Congratulations. Welcome to the party. The happiest channel in the world is right here on YouTube. We are 8 minutes away from opening up for trading. Another day of fun. We're going to find out what this market is all about, what it wants to do, who's up, who's down, and why. And let's see what's going on. It's going to be so much fun. I'm showing the Rocket Lab down 12 cents, Sofi down 19 today to 706 after gaining 51 yesterday. We'll see if that 19 cents is real. We may not even be near 706 when we actually open for trading. GameStop down 56 cents, 21.25, gained $1.93 yesterday, so that's not bad. Matterport down a dime. 23andMe is down 6 cents. Nothing on Spire. No change. ATIP looks like it's up a penny. 1.3 pennies. It's now 41.1 cents. Don't know how real that is. Smart Rent up 12 cents, almost 13 to 308. Sixter is up 9 to 280. Apple down $2. Goldman down 280 in the pre-market. Cisco's up $1.70 from those nice results last night. But they're not up $5. It's $1.70. I don't know how much that will hold. Tesla up down 334 to 210.90. It was a 214 last night, up 4.99 yesterday, down 334 this morning. Arc Innovations down $1. Microsoft off 466, lost $2 yesterday. Bed Bath Beyond down 7 cents at 185.8. Pfizer down 7 cents. HBQ off 11 cents. Carvana down 79. Google is off 161. It was up 215 yesterday. Amazon down 175 right now. It was up 146 yesterday. Nvidia lost $2 yesterday. It's down 630 again today to 221. There you go. That's what we've got. See what gives. Interest rates are the talk of the town as usual. What will interest rates be? What will jobless numbers be? What will unemployment numbers look like? Will the jobs growth be as incredible as last month? There's all these questions. And then what's the Fed going to do about it? That's the talk. And in the meantime, we have corporations coming out with lower earnings but beating expectations. Yeah, okay, great. Fun times. All you have to do as option writers is always be writing. Offer the contracts to the gamblers out there and let them take all the risks. Look at the Dow Jones right now, down 282 in the pre-market, 0.83. S&P down 48. NASDAQ is off 188 points. I think we have a down day to start the day. Crude oil up 31 cents to 78.90 at the moment. There you go. That's the deal. I don't think you have to fear the upside of this market. Looks like to me. I think this market is about to make you guys richer. Congratulations, those of you who are here. You newbies, you're all newbies in the option writing business, I think, because if you haven't been writing for 3 or 4 years or 5 years, you're newbies. And I congratulate all of you newbies to the party. Glad you're here. I'm really excited for you, how you're doing so far already. Thank you again to all of those out there who have decided, Uncle Bruce is right. I'm going to take classes. I'm going to understand how this works from top to bottom. I need to get a better handle on what options are all about. I'm not going to get sucked in to just wing it on my own. And no, I'm going to study. I'm going to look into this deeply, and I'm going to let Bruce help guide me along the way because, his followers here, he, there's something going right. I mean, the guy's in Palm Desert, California, first of all, with his hot Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife, right there. His viewers have got to be making money because otherwise he wouldn't be there. If his channel was a bunch of crap, why would he be in Palm Desert for 5 months? That makes no sense. I mean, look at his wardrobe. The guy's slickly dressed in his fancy sweatshirt. Whew, hot dog T-shirt right there. Whoa, man, this guy dressed for success. Man, I want to be a part of that. We're down 300 on the Dow. We're down 46 on S&P. We're down 178 on NASDAQ. U.S. jobless claims stay below 200,000 for the fifth straight week. Labor market still healthy, says a headline. All right. Interesting stuff, kids. We're down 55 on GameStop so far this morning. We'll see how that plays itself out. Still looking at red opening. We'll see if it lasts all day or not. 710 on on Sofi, down 15, down 12 on Rocket Lab, down 56 on GameStop. We got Matterport down 8. 23andMe is down 4 cents. ATIP up a penny and a third. SmartRent is up 12. Sixterra is up 9. But Apple down 184. Goldman down 286. Cisco, the only exception on the big board here, up 163. Tesla down 334. Microsoft down 491. And Pfizer down 14. HP down down 11 cents, pardon me. Google down 163. Amazon down 196. And NVIDIA down 677. Get ready for the opening in about 2 minutes. Larry Titus should be here to handle the opening, and hopefully he'll be here. We'll look for that. Thank you, everybody. There you go. Thank you, Alex. I'm number 128, Bruce, on the thumbs up meter. I made it for the opening. Let's make some moolah here. Right on. Mirko, I am number 130 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. You're going to get your 200 thumbs ups like you always want. Right now, I see 132 have come in, so I need 68 thumbs ups. If anyone out there can hit the thumbs up button for me, please help us get to 200 thumbs ups. We like to hit that number as quick as possible to get the AI computers over at YouTube to send us additional viewers, and they'll follow your favorite stocks in that case. It's kind of a win-win scenario, I think. Thank you all for being here and saying hi to us, me and everyone saying hi to everybody else. It's great to have you. We're going to go member only now on our chat. If you're following us and you want to chat with us, the best way to do it during market hours, become a member of this channel, either at the basic $9.99 a month level or at the gold bagel level. That's going to run you $25 a month. Might sound like a lot of money to be a member of this channel for $25 a month, but you do get 6 additional weekly benefits on top of the regular benefits of being a member. And you're hanging out with some of the greatest YouTubers that YouTube has, in my humble opinion. And on top of everything else, as a gold and regular bagel member, you get to use the coveted, unbelievably powerful knee emoji from the Knights of Knee. These knee emojis are just so powerful. The markets just cave to the wishes and desires of members of this channel. I don't know how it works. I can't explain it. I just go neat, 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 and up they pop, and everyone around the world starts popping up the knee emojis. And these viewers that I have just make on gobs of money. It's ridiculous. I do the best I can with what little I have. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to the party, pals. Larry Titus has done what Larry does so well. He hits the bells for us and lets us know we are open for trading. And thank you, my friend. Larry says, good morning, all. It seems to have now picked up. I've now picked up the plague. Both myself and the cat are not doing well. Quarantine this whole house, number 132. Larry, hang in there, buddy. Thank you for finding the strength to hit the bells for us. The casino's now open, says Mr. Premium of the Option. That's right. We're up and ready, baby. We're ready to go. So much fun. Thank you, Larry. Feel better, Lair. Larry, get better, please. Everybody wants Larry to get better. And the knee emojis are coming in from JR and Maria. JR, they are here. They are. Spicy is in here with the knee emojis. Jep has got one in there. Aurora, there's Maria. The Big E is here. Obama, babe. Larry, oh no, get better soon. AJ, Amy. Susan Shops, well, that sounds great. We need a Florida meetup here. DQ, touch grass, get well. Larry, it's no joke. Larry Titus, neat. He's trying. He's putting the knee emojis up too. Thanks, Larry, for everything, and hang in there, my friend. We will send you our best wishes. I see the Dow off 285. I think that seems to be about accurate. Might even be off 300 right now. Let's see. We just heard that one of the Fed governors was leaning towards a half a point hike in the interest rate rather than a quarter point hike, spooking the markets a little bit this morning. Yeah, the Fed's serious about inflation. The market doesn't believe it, but the Fed is serious about inflation. The market doesn't believe it. We're down 47 on the S&P. We're down 162 on NASDAQ. 1.3% loss, almost 1.4 on NASDAQ. A 1.1% loss on S&P and 0.85% on the Dow. So we definitely have downward direction to start the morning. There's no sugarcoating that. There you have it. Let's see. And what else is going on here? Yeah, Deuce Caboose is asking me a question here. Uncle Bruce, ATIP losses have been mainly attributable to goodwill impairment over the last several quarters. Goodwill has gone from 600 million down to 338 million. Do you think we could have a surprise this quarter? Boy, I've given up guessing. I tell you, I just feel that the shares at 41 cents are ridiculously below where they should be. I know one of my viewers, it might have been yourself, but one of the viewers the other day mentioned that the book value of ATIP is $1.70. It's trading 41 cents on the New York Stock Exchange. A little undervalued right now, a little low priced. But I don't see, and I don't understand why there isn't a real push going on to run this market to over $1, keep the listing thing intact. Hasn't happened yet. I'm waiting for a breakout. Nothing yet. We're up 1 cent this morning, I think, but I'm not 100% sure if it's actually trading. Can't tell you. You can only write goodwill down so many times, says Deuce Caboose. There you go. Thank you, Deuce, for the 157 thumbs up. Karen is hitting the knee emojis. JJ, get well there. Cowbell time. DQ, Carrie, Larry, that has a fever, and the only thing that will help is more cowbell. Deep value. Neat. Constantine. Neat. Susan Shops about a Florida meetup would be so great. Constantine, 160 thumbs. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you for these thumbs ups, guys. You got me within 40 thumbs ups of our target of 200. Thank you for bringing them in there, and keep those thumbs ups coming in, kids. We're down 285.87 on the Dow. 23andMe seems to be down to about 7.8 cents. GameStop is off to 21.02, down 78 cents. We've got we're 21.01. Bed Bath Beyond down 7.5. ATIP. Let's see, is it actually trading? Yeah, it's trading. It's at 41 cents on 17,000. So a little nibble there. Tesla at 210 down 450. 209.74 actually. SoFi 699 down 26. We've got Apple down 149. We have a knee-jerk sell reaction to start the day here. HPQ down 38. Cyxtera down 7. Google down 177. Moderna down 234 to 174.94. Cisco's up 219 to 50.64, the only green one. Pfizer's down 39, IBM down 137, Microsoft down 536, Rocket Lab is down 19, Matterport down 8, SmartRent down 5.5, Spire down 3 cents. Amazon down $2, Home Depot down $5.50, Netflix down $7.40. It's had a hell of a run. Vanek Vector's down $5, Adobe down $9.22, Goldman down $2.80. Boeing down 291, Meta down 470, down to 172 now. Meta backing off again. Resuming, I think, a backing off from its recent highs. It did hit 195.73 on Feb 2. That's 14 days ago, 195. We're now 172 in 2 weeks, a $23 drop on Meta. And that will continue, in my humble opinion. It's going to go lower. AMC down 6, Ape down 3. So they're down 9 cents combined. So nothing serious there. Royal Caribbean down 140. Carvana down 117. Robinhood down 18 cents. BlackBerry down 12 cents. Target down $1.90. JP Morgan down 90 cents. Costco down $5. Walmart down $1. Disney down $1.99. And Nvidia down $6.50 to $221 at the moment. A 308-point drop on our Dow Jones now as we keep getting refreshing updates. Refresh, refresh, refresh. And GameStop at price of 2102 at the moment. The low of the day, 2085. The high of 2145 so far on GameStop. That is the story at the moment. Welcome to our party today, everybody. Hope you're doing okay. Buy more Sofi, folks. It's headed south. JJ Uncle Bruce, you did a better job explaining The Big Short than the actual movie. Splair from me as well. Hopefully you're getting better soon, Lair. JR Sofi below 7. Look at that. Deuce Caboose. I didn't realize ATIP is basically gap profitable without goodwill write-downs. So it could be a surprise considering we aren't buying more locations, accumulating more goodwill to write down. Yeah. This is a matter of time before the street figures it out that ATIP is actually going to do well. There's a reason there's an $80 billion hedge fund behind this thing. This company is backed by a large investment group, but I am stumped at the 40-cent stock price. I am just blown away by how cheap this is. But I'm just saying, it's a New York-based stock. I don't think it would be a big thing to go through a buck. I really don't. But I'm old. See, and that's the problem. Because I'm old, I have no credibility. If I were 35 years old and had a lot of hair and wore a fancy suit and tie, and I told you, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing ever, you might go, oh, look at how good looking that guy is. He's got to be right. He's got to be. Look how good looking he is. Maybe that's my problem. I don't know. Maybe I should hire an actor to play myself. I'll whisper in his ear what to say to you, and then you'll believe him. Bobby Hubby, good morning, Bagelheads. The weather is nice in Cape Town. All right, somewhere the weather is nice. Fantastic. 41.3 on ATIP, up 1.5 cents. Go ATIP. Splair, I have deja vu. I bought last week a call, closed it, bought it later, peaked in a peak, a put, started in gains this week. I bought a call, closed it, gains, bought a put, started now green. Splair, I'm having trouble following you. You're like watching a tennis match without knowing who the players are. I'm having trouble with you here, Splair. And on my written call side, I'm still waiting for 1819. By the way, Splair, thank you for that email. I appreciate that. And thank you for the mentions of my channel on your channel. You're awesome, buddy. You're awesome. Keep it going, buddy. Deuce Caboose, hey, take it easy on us 35-year-olds with hair and without glasses, okay? Algorithms, we believe you, but we don't trust you. Well, I trust you, but I don't believe you. Tiff, who would be the actor for an Uncle Bruce movie? I mean, who would it be? Who would you want to play Uncle Bruce in an Uncle Bruce movie? Oh my God, a balding guy. It would have to be Michael Keaton. It's got to be Michael Keaton that plays me. Remember, I am Batman. I love that Super Bowl ad. Anyway, too much fun. Sofi back to 704. We're back, baby. Danny DeVito. That's who it would be. Danny DeVito, short, balding guy. Because, Bruce is only 4'8" tall. Got to be Danny DeVito. There you go. Tiff, XD. Danny DeVito. There you go. Mirko's laughing. DQ's laughing with Mirko. Esper, I've just done exactly the same in 2 weeks. GameStop is not moving a lot otherwise. Deuce Caboose. I was typing Michael Keaton. Dude, they look a lot, alike. Mirko, DQ, 2 idiots, 1 mind. There you go. There you go. Tom Selleck. There you go. Tom Selleck. Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, Michael Keaton would be great. I would love Michael Keaton to play me. That would be fantastic. I'd love to meet him. I'd just love to meet Michael Keaton someday. Anyway, too much fun. Always loved when Michael Keaton would show up on David Letterman's show. Always a great guest. Just super. Same with Tom Hanks. Always a great guest on Dave's show. Very much fun. Brad Pitt, like in Austin Powers. That would do it. George Costanza. Jason Alexander, yeah. Splair, and you're welcome with it. I think it's helpful for anyone to get more money for spending it in the lovely stuff. DQ, Steve Carell would kill it. Steve Carell, IR Aaron, I vote Michael Keaton. That's who should play Bruce in a movie about Bruce. It's all about Bruce. Oh man, what about the guy who was the lead singer of Twisted Sister? About that guy, D. What was his name? Something D. Something D. I can't remember what his name. Remember who that was? Maybe that should play me. He should play me because he'd have that. He'd come right up to the camera and he'd do it, baby. Bobby, Uncle Bruce, if you were the if you were the HD owning, if you were the what? What would you be doing about them? If I were the HD, the hedge fund. If I were the hedge fund owning, okay, I'd hire a top notch investor relations division. That's what I'd hire. That's what I'd be putting in there, and I would be putting a budget in there for that group to get the word out. D. Snyder, thank you, DQ. Yeah, Snyder, D. Snyder. Maybe he could play me. He could certainly do, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Although we could always do a cameo. You have Michael Keaton looking at the camera going, I remember when I was a kid, I used to say to myself, and then snap right over to D. Snyder, and having him do that. Then back to Michael Keaton. I'm just, movie director. You can do anything. I mean, magic of Hollywood. JJ, correction. Tom Cruise as Austin Powers. He's got the correct height. There you go. Oh man, Steve Martin. There you go. Although I don't think I'm dark. I'm too dark to be Steve Martin. I need to be whiter. Yeah, I'm not white enough. Steve Martin equals Uncle Bruce. There you go. D. Snyder is the same age as Uncle Bruce. There you go. I mean, you got that right. Steve's older than I am. How about Martin Short? Martin Short could play me. He's short enough, 4'8", 5'1". Could be Martin Short. Oh my gosh. I'd love to meet Martin Short. I did see Martin Short live with Jason Alexander, by the way. I saw both of them live at the Pantages Theater when they made The Producers. They did The Producers. They played. They did the play The Producers at the Pantages Theater in Los Angeles, and saw that show twice. Loved it. It's fantastic. Really good shows. They were just brilliant. I got a breaking. D. Snyder wins his first Oscar as Bruce, and I want to write. I want to write. 2025. DQ. How about Chevy Chase, dude? Oh yeah, and Uncle Bruce had that Twisted Sister cover band too, right? DQ. No. Bill Murray. That's who's got to play Bruce. Or how about Mel Brooks? Pedro Pascal. Just so I can look at him. Amy. Oh, Mel Brooks is a good one. Laughing out loud. Karen, I was just going to say Martin Short. The sequel, 2026, Always Be Writing. That's right. There's part 1 and there's part 2 because we're going for the big bucks. That's right. Always Be Writing. That's true. Yes. That's right. We got this all figured out. Wait, Patrick Stewart has to play Uncle Bruce. Patrick Stewart has to play Uncle Bruce. Oh my goodness. I engage. There we go. 313 is the down dip on the Dow. We're down 8 cents on ME. GameStop at 21.41. Coming back. Bed Bath Beyond down 6. ATIP 41 cents up 1.2. Tesla down $2. SoFi down 11 at 7.14. Coming back. Apple down 131. HPQ down 34. Cyxtera down 15. Google down 112. Moderna down 420. Cisco up 281, Pfizer down 44, IBM down 140, Microsoft down 527. It's down. Rocket Lab down 9, Matterport down a nickel, SmartRent down 11.5, Spire down 1.8 cents. There you go. I saw the Steve Martin Short See Us Before We Die show in Baltimore a few years back. Great show. I've seen it on Netflix. I think it's Netflix. Hilarious. I loved it. Just fantastic. Should be Ian McClellan since he's like Gandalf leading the way. Susan Shop's about. I know we don't follow Roku, but what the heck's going on? It's up 11%. Yeah, apparently better earnings or something. Spin-off series, Shorting in Blythe. Oh, goodness gracious. Joe Oliver, tagline for the sequel. This time it's profitable. There you go. We got the whole trilogy figured out. We got the box set coming. Oh man, the t-shirts and the hats and all the keychains. Oh man. Perfect. Oh yes, we know this movie. We know the movie. We know the sequel, the prequel. Oh, the postquel, nyquil. We know all the quills. Oh yeah, you gotta love it. You just gotta love it. We're down 30 cents on GameStop. Make that 26 cents on GameStop. 21.54 is where GameStop's trading at now. Looking a little better. Karim is laughing. See, we've got such potential here. Oh, Hollywood has no idea what's awaiting them to add. There's some serious actors in Hollywood going, you got a role for me that's like Academy Award stuff? Oh, I'm interested in this script. Where's the script for this story? Hector, laughing out loud, dude, in a world where stonks only go up. In a world, hang on, let me try to get the right voice. In a world where stocks only go up until they didn't, one man said, have you heard of covered calls? Yes, we must get those commercials just right. Rugman strikes back. There you go. Need a quill for the shill. Indeed, instead of Marvel Universe, it's the Uncle Bruce universe. There you go. Or we should get Mr. Burns to do the voiceover for the commercial. Yes, in a world where stocks only go up until they didn't, one man said, have you heard of covered calls? Release the hounds. Remember that scene when Dee Snider playing Bruce said, it's nothing personal, kid. It's just business. There you go. DQ, Chris Rock as Uncle Bruce, Will Smith as himself, the dope slapper himself. Al Pacino as Uncle Bruce. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's just business. There you go. JJ, that clip is the YouTube shirt, Uncle Bruce. There you go. Short. That clip is the YouTube short, Uncle Bruce. See, that's the clip right there. That's the YouTube short right there. Yes. Have options. We'll travel. Oh, what one does to pass the time. We're down 321 on the Dow. Oh my goodness. We don't care. Markets can go up or down. We make money either way. It doesn't matter. GameStop down 28 cents. ATIP 41 up 1.2 cents. It's in a sea of red. ATIP is up today. What do you know about that? What can I say? 26,000 shares. It's higher. What can I tell you? ATIP is going up. There you go. Tesla 213.10 down 114. Sofi 716 only down 9 cents. They're coming back. There you go. BW CNBC DocuSign to lay off 10% of the workforce. Another look at us. Look as we launch the new preview, lowering expectations featuring Rugman. Lower expectations. Release the hounds. Release the hounds. Cindy B. Michael Keaton should play Rugman. I'm Rugman. Karen, how about Jack Black to play and DQ, release the hounds or the bees or the hounds with bees in their mouths, or when they bark, they shoot bees at you. Yeah, DQ. That was Frank Coyote. There you go. Too much. Yes. Could be done. Oh my gosh. The opportunities that Hollywood is sitting on. Oh my gosh. If they only knew the backstory. Oh yes. If they only knew the backstory. Mr. Burns, are you sure you want to do this movie, Mr. Burns? Yes, I do. I think it would be wonderful. 21.51 down 29 cents on GameStop. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the party, pal. Yes, indeed, we're here. 7.13 on Sofi, down $1.30 on Apple. HPQ down 28. Oh man. Google down 95 cents. They're coming around, but Moderna's still down $4.60 a share. $3 gain on Cisco, still up there. There you go. What can I say? How many thumbs ups have we got? Anything happening here? 170. We have 170 thumbs ups. We need 30 more. Yes, please. 30 more thumbs ups. How about some knee emojis? Knee. Yes, that'll get things going. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Release the hounds. Who knows what lurks at the Stock Markets with Bruce channel? Only the Rugman knows, says JR. That's right. only Rugman. I am Rugman. There you go. Option nomads. Knee emojis are released. Here they come. Richard Carlin has released the knee emojis. Knee. Hector, Maria, here they come. There's no stopping this now. The attack is underway. Welcome, everybody. The Big E, here she is. Here we go. Thank you. JJ, fun fact, The Simpsons, Mr. Burns, voiced by Harry Shearer. Yes. Oh, boy. Neat. Zeta State is in the house. Here we go. One attack after another. DQ. Oh, okay. I wrote July 21 Cisco 45s on a roll on a while back. Is it time to roll again? Marcus, DH Ruda Mirko. It might be time. If you can get the right price, you've got to go shopping on the option chain, though. Definitely go out there, look in time, forward in time, see what you can get. J-Boy, I just picture AJ in the next room shaking her head and listening to this. JR, okay, market down, but ATIP holds on to 41. How is this possible? Slayer TV, neat, Bama Babe, neat, Slayer, thumbs up, neat. Dortmund's going crazy with the knee attack. Over in Germany, JG, Grand Rising Bagel Gang, and Uncle Bruce caught up on yesterday morning show, and I was proud to say I enjoyed it without getting distracted for more than 8 seconds. Patience is a virtue. Oh, well done, JG. Thank you for the D emojis. Welcome to the party, pal. Mandu number 5. Neat. That's right. The knee attack is underway. Around the world, the channel is being hit with the knee attack, and look out, market. Look out, everybody. Get out of our way. We're here to make money. We're down 335 on the Dow, maybe even 348. We're down 45 in S&P. We're down 133 on NASDAQ. We're all off about 1% on all 3 indexes. John Anderson is in the house with the knee emoji attack. Welcome, John. And Moonman Moo, number 181 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. You are definitely going to get 200 thumbs ups this morning. No question, if, ands, or buts about it. You're getting 200 and more. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. Appreciate it. We're down 1.08% on NASDAQ, 1.09 on S&P, 1.04 on the Dow. It kind of sense a pattern there, don't you? We're up 36 cents on oil right now. That's what we got. 183 thumbs ups. They're coming in. Moonman Moo, more thumbs ups. Just coming across the tape here. You got to love it. DQ, looks like I have to go to another year, June, to roll to a higher strike with a profit. Splares, Tesla, suddenly $215, $214.72, up 48 cents. Oh, my goodness. 41 cents on ATIP, up 1.2 cents a share on 27,000 shares. Wonder if that can go to $1 or $2 in the near future. Wouldn't that be kind of nice? Deep value, neat. Thank you, Deep Value Options. Way to go, pal. They're coming through. Get out of the way, everybody. We're going higher, and we're going to give this guy thumbs ups. He's going to get 200 thumbs ups. Just like Tesla's hitting 215, he's going to hit 215 thumbs ups too. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate all of you for that. SoFi 716 down 9 cents. GameStop down 48. 2128 range. The Dow down 365, 1.07%. Looks like we've stopped falling at the moment. See if this that's it. 25 minutes of selling. Is that the whole plan? That was your whole plan. 25 minutes of selling. That was the plan. The whole plan. Get her. That was your plan. Get her. We'll find out. This market going to come back now, 150 points. What's going on? We'll see what's going on. I don't know. I can't say. Just following this market, trying to comment on it, let you know in plain English what I think's going on. We're down 49 on GameStop, 21.31. Yeehaw. Yes, indeed. 214.50. 214.02 on Tesla, down 22 cents. We're back in the red. 717 on SoFi, down 8 cents. That's all. That is all. Cisco still up $3. Rocket Lab is down 8 cents. Matterport's only down 3. Smart Rent down a dime. Spire down 1.5 cents. They're coming back, these guys. They're slowly coming back. There you go. How do you get back if you roll too far out? You never roll too far out. You can never roll too far out. Even if you write 2005s, 15s or whatever, you're not too far out. You can always come back in. No, wouldn't worry about it. Let's see. 360 on the down dip for the Dow Jones. 46 on S&P, 130 on NASDAQ. Still around 1.05, 1.1, 1.13% lower. So we got. That's where we're at. 36-cent gain on oil. There it is. Not much happening here. We sort of sitting here. Yeah, you need a good dip to start rolling back in time, says DQ, and that's correct. Just wait for a dip, and away you go. Look at today. Might be a good dip today, might not. I don't know. We down 372 on the Dow. We'll see if there's a really good dip happening here, or is this just a little, whatever. Down a penny on Tesla, hardly a dip, Yes. Let's see. Splayer, Uncle Bruce, Tesla was in pre-market 217. Could it be that it tries to go back there? Always, but a $3 move on Tesla either direction is one trade. So, not a big whoop. $15 move, now you're talking something, but $2 or $3 move, nothing bigger. So much good times. So much fun happening here. Yes, excellent market this morning. 27 minutes into the session. We're down 370 on the Dow Jones markets. There it is. There's the story. At the moment, that's it. We've got 189 thumbs ups. We need 11 more to get to 200. Now we just hit 190 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. This is good stuff. Anybody out there want to do a one-on-one with me this weekend? Let me know ASAP if you're interested. We have openings for Sunday available and or next Sunday as well. Next week Sunday we have a 9 and a 9 in the morning and a 12 afternoon opening Eastern time. This week I have I have 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. on the 26th. This weekend, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock available. But my hunch is that if no one books anything by tonight, I might take the weekend off and not offer any at all. We'll see about that. Maybe Jen and I will go for a drive somewhere. I don't know. See what happens. What's going on? Thank you. I want a one-on-one this Sunday at noon. Would you like a Sunday? Oh, I'll be happy to offer you one. Marie, if you'd like a one-on-one this Sunday, send me a private email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com. There's my email address right there. Just send me an email address. I'll send you a little note, and you can make a donation to my PayPal account. We'll reserve your spot. We'll take care of you. Let me know. All right. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And if you want to learn how to write options and get rich, here you go. Stockmarketswithbruce.ca is where you got to go. Go to my website and check out the classes. There you go. If you want to make a donation to this channel, there you go, right there. There's my PayPal address. Love donation. Thank you, everybody from yesterday. You guys are awesome. Donations came in all day yesterday with that fun little thing we did yesterday morning. Absolutely wonderful of you guys. Appreciate it. Great to have you here as always. It's a good time. Let's see, 389 down dip on the Dow right now. 408, 408. There we go. 408. We got Tesla right now, 213, down 98 cents. We're down 54 on S&P, down 158 on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ's down 1.3, Tesla, S&P down 1.3, Dow down 1.1, Tesla's at 212, down 136 at the moment. There it is. What can I say? If you want time off, that's cool. No, I'd love to have you. I have no plans, actually. Christine Ungerus, how much does it cost to rent out a condo for 5 months in Palm Desert? Depending on the condo, but you're looking at about $5,000 a month to get a condo around here, fully furnished, turnkey. So that's about $170 a night US. So think about a hotel. If you were in a hotel down here, a Motel 6, $150 a night. You want to be in a Embassy Suites kind of hotel where you have a bedroom, a kitchenette, a living room, breakfast included, pool facility. 275 to 350 a night would run you 10,000 a month, 12,000 a month to do that with taxes and all that. So yeah, you're about 5,000 a month around here, and more. You can also be here in the desert in a nice house, 8, 12, 15,000 a month if you got the dough. There are homes for rent in the desert, 30,000 a month, 1,000 a night, and they're rented. They are rented because this is a high demographic neighborhood down here. But yeah, it's 25 G's to be here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, I have to make you guys money. People don't think about that. They don't think about that. Anyway, Sean and Wendy, I'm not sure what's going on there, but thank you for the 190 thumbs up. Hector Uncle Bruce, my email link from you last evening's class was arriving at 8:30. I did one before the show, and then I did one during the show. You got the during the show one because people were telling me I didn't get the email. So I did another one as an automatic, and you got the second one. The first one never took. For some reason, it never went through YouTube and got to people. So people found me the hard way. They just found me on the community tab because they knew 8 o'clock he's going to be on. And then when they told me it wasn't clicking, I redid it. And that's how you found us. So there you go. Rock and roll, kids. Rock and roll. Want to be a YouTube creator? You better offer something that people like to watch. And my thought was, why don't I talk about the markets in plain English? And then I thought, why don't we talk about how people can make a lot of money writing options? And that could create a niche market, a niche channel that could really do some. And I was right. Sure enough, I found a niche audience that love making money. It's funny how that works. And they are making money in this market when others are getting crushed. Christina, my friend, who always reminds me when I'm not on, didn't remind me. What kind of a friend is that? Off and on? I mean, come on, friend. Hey. 2108 on GameStop, down 72 cents. Guess who's happy? Every option writer is happy on GameStop today. It's down 72 cents. This is great. The options I wrote are dropping. This is great. What can I say? We're down 397, 398 on the Dow right now. ATIP, 41 cents a share, up 1.2. Tesla, 213.15, down $1. Sofi, 708, down 18 cents. Apple, down 136. HBQ, down 28. Cyxtera down 11, Google down 107, Moderna down 518. I know a guy who has a 180 call out there, and he's smiling today. Cisco, 276 to the good, 51.20. If there's rollover opportunities, you take them. If not, let the stock back off, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But I found it somehow under all emails, and no, it was not time to go, not in the spam file. Christina, Uncle Bruce, when you were a broker, did you do options? When I was a broker in 79, I had purchased, I bought and sold options for myself, but as a buyer, because the thought of being a writer was so far out in the ether back in 78, 79. It just didn't happen. Of course, in 78, 79, 1980, the only options that existed were the third Friday of every month. I think they were the third Friday of every third month. So that the only stock options that you could play would be March, the third Friday in March, third Friday in June, third Friday, September, and then the third Friday in December. Those are the only options that existed. The third Friday of every quarter. Then they made the radical move. The third Friday of every month. We're going to go 12 option expiries a year. Oh, what a big move this was. And then they went down the road, decades later, they went down the road of, we're going to offer weekly options on the most popular heavy traded options. We'll do weeklies. And then they opened up more and more because computers allowed it to happen. The computer to be able to handle the thousands of options that would now be created and necessary to be created. Think about the Dow 30, just the Dow 30. You got 30 stocks with 15 different option levels every quarter. Then you got 30 stocks with 15 option levels every month that expire. Then every week that expire. Then you had GM, IBM, where they had dollar increments instead of 250 and $5 increments, dollar increments. So now you have like Apple, you got like 60 contracts every Friday, really in play, puts and calls simultaneously for the next 2.5 years. I mean, computers. There's no way a human being. There's no way you have enough human beings to handle it. No, there's no way. It's amazing, isn't it? Bama Babe, I've started line dancing classes on Wednesday nights, but I watch the show later when I get home. There you go. Christina, or did you do it personally when you traded? If you ever traded personally, I don't know if you ever told us if you personally ever played the market. Yeah, I tried to trade options, early on. Then I became a broker, and occasionally I'd have a client who'd want to try some options. But I really wasn't into it in a big way because I was going from a brokerage position, and then I became branch manager of the firm, and I didn't have the time to spend every second of the day tending to my clients' needs anymore. And so eventually, when I left the business to take a company public, of course, I wasn't doing any of that anymore. And I did a little bit of trading in options in the Cayman Islands for some clients, but again, it was because clients wanted it, because I just wasn't a specialist in that area. And the firms that I was with didn't have a department where the traders were just option traders. I never landed in that part. I landed in overall management. I became a vice president for the firm I was with, and I was overseeing all these employees. And so it wasn't there, but I was, obviously very aware of it. And saw a lot of guys get their brains handed to them trying to speculate on the options market, including stockbrokers who used their own money and borrowed funds from family and friends who got their butts handed to them, and saw some ugly stuff way back when. Always thought, no, you gotta be able to write. But writing options back in the 80s and the 90s was still the purview of serious institutional firms, and it was very secretive, and it was in the back room kind of thing. But only when this happened did everything change. I mean, everything changed. And now all of a sudden, the average individual has a shot at going into this business if they know how to do it and they understand the big picture behind what options are all about, how they work. And that's how I took this knowledge that I've had for years and have brought it forward. Bama Babe, no pole dancing here in my dance class. Alberta's going to be excited. Line pile dancing. Wee, says JR. Nazareth, I have 61 GameStop March 17, 25 strike contracts. 61 March 17, 25. I'm just folding my arms for the next 32 days. What a stress-free trade. Thanks, Uncle Bruce, for everything. There you go. March 17 contracts, 25s. You gotta love this. This is next month's contracts. Giddy up. They're going to depreciate. That's for darn sure. Let's see if I can get my computer to work properly though. Here we go. Let's see here. March 2023. March 17th. There we go. The third Friday in March, 2025. The 25s. They're sitting at 92 to 96 cents right now. That is the market on the March 25s. March 17th expiry, $25 contracts. They're sitting at 92 to 96 cents, and they will expire worthless if the shares do not go over $25 a share. So if Nazareth sold them for $1, let's just suppose he brought in $6,100. If he sold them for $2, he brought in $12,200. If he sold them for $4, he brought in $24,000. These guys aren't going anywhere but zero. Isn't that interesting? Way to go, Nazareth. Easy trade. Bobby, I never got the alert. I given up looking for them just to go to the community tab. It was weird last night. YouTube was having issues. It wasn't me. It was YouTube. DQ, not just the 180 call, several 180 calls on Moderna. I got more than one. Rock and roll, baby. And we're down to 172.55. Giddy up. Down they go. Down they go. JG, hey, Uncle Bruce, loving the morning top of the show rants, aka knowledge and stories you provide. I'll be sending this one out to friends. People need to wake up and join the party, pal. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate the promotion. JR, it was weird last night. I didn't find the link in the community tab, but it was in the membership tab. It was weird. It was just weird last night. JG, or not, either way, we are making moolah. That's right. We're making moolah. Christine, so when it comes to helping us with options, how are you so well versed? It's all I talk about. It's what I do. I don't know. I'm just a god. I don't know. Christina, he knows a guy. I know a guy. I know this guy. I know a guy. JJ, so Uncle Bruce, tell us the backstory about the clients who piqued your interest in writing covered calls. No, I'm not going to do that. Piqued, Piqued. No, I'm not going to do it. I love that English correction. Nazareth, I picked up 1.5. I picked up 1.5 when it was 1770. And then I picked up 400 shares. I'm doing a over 25 and sell or under and pick up an extra 400 shares. It's not really what Uncle Bruce says, but it's an easy extra 400 shares. Again, I don't quite get the code, but he's buying stock cheap and then he's writing call options and he's making money. And there it is. That's what I think is going on. That's, I think, how I'm reading this. I don't know. GameStop, 21.24 down 56 cents. Not over $25. How about that? Yes, ATIP 40.8 cents, up 1.1 cents. Tesla 213.95 down 29. Sofi 7.15 down a dime. We now have thumbs ups in the house. 195. We have 195 thumbs ups in the house. I need 5 more for the magic 200. Thank you all so much for helping out, getting us to this 200 level. If you're able to do it, you've already got me to 195. If any of you out there have not hit the thumbs up button, do me a favor, nail that sucker right now. We got 196 going. I need 4 more for 200. There's 197. I need 3 more. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, folks. Thank you, everybody. The knee emojis are coming your way to make the markets do what they're supposed to do for you. Thank you all. 202. There they are. Wahoo! 202 thumbs ups. Done it again, you guys. Awesome sauce. Thank you so very much. 202, 204 thumbs ups. Woohoo! There they are. Cindy B, I am number 200 for you. Thank you, Cindy, for being there. 206, here they go. They're coming in, baby. 206 thumbs ups. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. Get ready to make money. It's just that simple. Just get ready to get richer, a lot richer. 209 thumbs ups. Oh, man, that looks so good. Thank you, everybody, so much. Beautiful stuff. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All cool. All cool bean stuff. Yeah, I don't think Jen and I were going to go anywhere this weekend. I think Jen is going to want to stay home and just keep resting her hip and getting over those little aches and pains that she's saying goodbye to now. And we'll probably stick around here and we'll be in town for any little shopping needs. But generally speaking, we'll be heading to the pool, the heated pool and the hot tub. That spa, so Jen can keep working out in the water. We did that again last night. It's great. Jen loves it. It's just so good. She's getting all her exercises done in there and doesn't beat her up. She's really pleased and loves it. And I cannot be happier. Believe me, folks, that new hip she has is coming around, and all the muscles and tendons and everything around it are all coming together again, and her swelling is gone. We're actually finding that when she puts on her ice machine, that thing that's supposed to bring the swelling down, after about 20 minutes, she gets cold. When she was first putting it on after the operation, she was using it to keep cool because her body is just, wondering what the hell's happening here. What happened to my leg and hip? And the body is trying to, make it better. The ice machine was bringing the swelling down to help the body attack anything like that. Well, now the swelling is basically gone, and she is really coming around. It's great. It's just fantastic, and she is getting in better shape every day. Her endurance level is growing. Soon she'll be able to hit me again with ease. She'll be able to hit me from across the room. It's going to be awesome. Or is it? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know. There you go. Thumbs ups from Mandu number 5. BW options in the 80s being shady around, similar to the car industry when they rolled out leases and they were open-ended. The buyer didn't know the value of the vehicle at the end of the lease. Duh. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Thank you all joining me here. Nice to have you here. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Thank you all for being part of the party today. It's great to have you. 203 folks watching right now. Wherever you are, let me know where you're watching me from. If you are brand new to this channel, of course, I guess you can't tell me where you're watching me from unless you remember. But you can always send a super chat and say hi to me if you want to do that. Love that. You can send a $1 or $2 super chat and say, hey, I'm watching you from wherever. Thank you all for saying hi and being here. Those of you who are looking for a one-on-one this Sunday, let me know. I got 3 openings. If you'd like to get one, they come on a first come, first served basis. They're reserved that way. So let me know if you want to lock up one of those 3 times, 10 in the morning Eastern time, noon Eastern, or 2 in the afternoon Eastern time for a one-on-one session with yours truly. I'd love to have you do that. Send me a private email and let me know you'd like to have that for you. Here's my email address right here, and we'll get you reserved, and we'll get you locked in, and no one can take it away from you. And we'll hang out on camera together, and you can tell me what you're doing and what you want to do and how you want to do it, and ask me questions. And well, let's go from there. Oh, it's so good, so good. 2108 on GameStop. Right now, that's where we're at. 2108 on GameStop, down 72 cents. The volume today, 795,000. Not even 200,000 pre-split. Very quiet day. Very quiet day. Not a lurker anymore. Good morning, Bruce. I watched the rerun yesterday. I was dying of laughter. Good to lighten up the day. Where did you go to eat? We didn't go out last night. Oh, no. We're going to go out. That's what we're going to, because I said to Jen, hey, these viewers are sending us donations, and we got to go out to eat somewhere. And so she's, oh, this is great. So now we're scheming. We're scheming. Where do we want to go? Because we have dozens of choices around here. Where should we go? What should we do? So we'll let you know. We'll let you know when we figure it out. But at the moment, we have not yet done that, because now the best part of the whole thing is happening right now. We're going, what here? What about there? What about this? What did she think about this? Oh, she was blown away as always. She's just going, these people are incredible. They're. I mean, she's not surprised anymore. I mean, it's not surprising anymore. Donations were coming in for her hip operation. Unbelievable donations were coming in for her hip operation, and people making donations so that we could be here this winter, and I can rent a Tesla. And I mean, they know just how loyal you are to this channel and making sure I stay on the air. So she's really, she knows it. She knows. She also knows you guys are crazy. She also knows you we do crazy stuff and we have a lot of fun. She says, I heard you laughing. You were laughing your head off all morning yesterday about this show. So she knew something was up. She loves it. She just loves it. Christina, have you ever been to the Melting Pot? I don't think so. Bama, we are all waiting to see where they go to eat and hope for photos of the food. Oh, I see. Not a looker anymore. Can't wait for next Sunday to sit down with you. The wife is going to grill you. Don't say anything to her that I told you. X-nay on the fact day that I told you anything about the meeting, because nothing is going to happen there, okay? Yep, we're booked in. Looking forward to it. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just answer her questions with yes or no answers. And don't get into any color commentary. Don't do it. Oh, my gosh. Maria, noon on Sunday booked. You're done. Noon on Sunday is gone. If anyone wants a one-on-one, 10 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon Eastern time are only available. The noon Sunday is reserved, and that is that. There you go. That's how simple it is. Got to make your spot. Maria, I'll send you a link shortly. I'll send you some stuff later after I get off the air. Thank you for the 213 thumbs ups. You guys are unbelievable. Again, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. And welcome to the party, everybody. We're having some fun here, I think. 21-24 now on the old GameStop, coming back again. Doesn't want to go under 21. Doesn't want to go under 21. It wants to hang around 21 or better so far at the moment. Well, okay. We'll just see how that works out. Okay, no problem. Not a lurker anymore, or am I? Or I am going to be moving up to Palm Springs. Mum's the word. What about the Welks Resort for a classy dinner and a show? Get all guzzied up and hit the town. I don't know if that's my. I don't think so. Karen, yesterday morning was pretty fun. BW or Christina mentioned melting pot is fondue and awesome. You know, we did the fondue thing in Switzerland. Jennifer Jr. and I, we did the fondue thing at the resort that we were at the hotel we were at out there in Zermatt. And I found it okay. I got to tell you, I far preferred a schnitzel in Switzerland, the Wiener Schnitzel, or a good steak. You know, but or oh gosh, the spaghetti with the bacon and the egg starts with the C, and I can't remember what it's called. I enjoyed that more than just the fondue, but it was nice. Jen Jr. thought it was cool. Jennifer enjoyed it. The cheese, you know, on the bread, and great. And but I just kind of went, yeah, okay. Carbonara there, Aurora. Without you, I'd be lost. Carbonara, thank you. Brazilian steakhouse. Then see, there's something else to think about. Carbonara, thank you, BW. Couldn't remember that word. Yeah, I love the carbonara. Although I will say, had the carbonara at a restaurant in Lugano, Switzerland, which is surrounded by Italy on three sides geographically. So a lot of Italians there and a lot of Italian restaurants. I had the carbonara with kind of instead of a linguine kind of a noodle, it was more of a shell kind of a noodle. And I found that they cook it what they say al dente. Not a fan. Not a fan of the hard pasta kind of. Not my style. Again, it's just a personal thing, but the rest of it was delicious. So I ate it. Oh well, don't worry. I didn't send it back. I ate it, but I kind of have my you know the way I like it. One of my other favorite memories is about the dirty mouse. You were cracking up, crying on the channel. You could not stop. Like, oh yes, the crud in the mouth. That was because of Larry Titus. Larry did that. BW Aurora, yes. BW, it is very yummy. Yes, carbonara. Oh yeah, I love carbonara with the nice fat wide noodles. I really like the broad egg noodles carbonara. Oh yeah, and then have a nice white Italian dinner bun with garlic butter all over it. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, very nice. JR, clean the crud out of your mouth. They don't make mice like that anymore. Flint Creek Brazilian Steakhouse, yum yum, in the New York City across from Museum of Modern Art is so good. Not a looker anymore. JR, yes, that's it. That should be a short right there. JR, I'm going to find the Yoko dance today. I keep hearing about that, the Yoko dance. Oh man, that was unbelievable. That was wild. Larry Titus sent me that Yoko album and created all kinds of buzz. BW, Texas Brazilian Steakhouse. Eat meat till you burst if you want. Avoid the buffet at first. The what is that? To all the fancy looking foods, avoid all fillers. You're there for the meat. Avoid all that. Flint Creek. This show cracks me up so much. Oh man, The buffet is amazing, says Flint Creek. Coyote Larry, legend. He's a legend. Not a lurker anymore. My ears are still recovering from the Yoko dance party. Good times had by all. That's why this channel's still on the air. People are having fun. They're enjoying themselves, crack each other up. They make money. We don't care what direction the market goes. That's why we're still here. And so many others have left. How many millions of YouTubers don't watch YouTube anymore to watch these daily trading channels and stuff? How many viewers don't bother because they got their butts handed to them with these, pump and dump stocks and all that stuff? Just insanity. Maria, I want to find the Yoko dance. Not a lurker. Flint, sometimes it is good to lighten up and let Uncle Bruce smile and laugh. Deep value stocks. CYH is up 40% today. 1 billion market cap as of today. Flint Creek, I like to get 2 meals for that price. Not a lurker. Laughter is the best medicine. Indeed. Indeed it is. Dow Jones down 332. Not as bad as 400. Okay. All right. ME down 6.5. GameStop at 21.37, down 43. Bed Bath Beyond down 4 cents. ATIP 40.8 cents, up 1 penny on a volume of 58,800. That's what we got. Tesla 214.26, up 2 cents. SoFi 722, down 3 cents. Coming back. Apple down 68. HBQ down 37. Cyxtera down 7. Google down 36. This market's coming back. Moderna 173, down 410. Cisco up 210, not as high as it was. Pfizer down 47 to 42.84. IBM down 166. Microsoft down 371. Rocket Lab is down 3 cents. Coming on. Matterport down 8. Smart Rent down a nickel. It's coming back. Spire is green. It's up 2 cents to 111. The first of those SPACs to go green. Amazon down 153. Home Depot down 279. Netflix down 6.25. Vanik down 446. Adobe down 760. Goldman down 316. Boeing down 240. Meta down 306. That's what's going on right there. I think the market's coming back around for some of our stocks. ATIP up a penny. Tesla up 11 cents. SoFi down 2 cents to 723. It's about to go green there. I feel it. I feel it. There you go. Oh, so much fun. So much, everybody. How you doing, everybody? Welcome, everyone. Karen, I watch this show for the entertainment value of Flint Creek, not sometimes, always. Hector, watching from the east coast of Mexico, where highest temperatures today will be 29 Celsius. We're at like 18, 17. It's cold. BW, hey, why are you coming to my table with dinner rolls and brassy bites? Go away and bring me meat on a skewer and keep it coming until you have to roll me out of here on a wheelbarrow. Not a lurker says, I can't spell. Coyote, I grew up on pasta. I think it's my favorite food, that any kind. My Italian side of the family, we'd meet at my grandmother's every Sunday afternoon for pasta. Flint Creek, let's all meet and greet at a Brazilian steakhouse. Mirko, I think Bertie wants to post a link to the Yoko episode on Discord, but there were at least 2 or 3 Yoko episodes. They're all great. JR, my favorite so far is the Tony story. I just about hit my head on the desk when I fell out of my chair. Free Tony, free Tony. Not a lurker anymore. So many happy, funny moments. Keep up that good work. Oh man, free Tony. And whatever happened to Henry and Debbie? Where are those guys going? They're gone. What happened to those guys? Something bad happened to those people. They just got all torn up about everything. No idea. They were with us a minute ago. We were just crossing across the river, and the next thing you know, they're gone. Where did they go? There's all kinds of spinning and splashing going on. I have no idea what happened to those guys. We're down 312 on the Dow. Okay, at 21.35 on GameStop, down 45 cents. HIP 40.9, up 1.1 cents. Tesla's up 74. SoFi down 1 penny. SoFi down 1 penny. 7.24. A little discount came in this morning, but it didn't last long. Apple down just 60 cents. HBQ down 35. Google down 24 cents. Look at that. Rocket Lab down a nickel. Matterport still down 8. SmartRent down 5. Spire up 1.3 centinos. Isn't that something? 309 is the dip on the Dow now. 309. It's coming back. It's 0.91 of a percentage point. S&P's down 0.86. NASDAQ 0.89. NASDAQ has improved by 0.5% in the last half hour. NASDAQ, or maybe even 20 minutes. NASDAQ has definitely come around a bit. It's helping. What can I say? Here was the video about Henry and Donna going to the river to drink water. A story chock full of metaphors. Oh, man, Flint Creek, a Sofi about to go green, not a lurker anymore. Gur, I have to wait to see this rerun. I'm just going to on text. Maybe I should become a lip reader. When I see you smile or laugh, Uncle Bruce, mission done. Sofi is even. Sofi is even. Yes, it is. 725. It's unchanged on Sofi. We can go higher now. It's down a penny to 724. Sell my house fast. Upper Marlboro. Shades and bagels. There you go. Dow's down 295. The Dow's only down 295. Look at that. We've come back. We're coming back. Okay. It doesn't matter for option writers. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever. Whatever is what they say. Whatever. Okay. Down 3 cents on Rocket Lab. Coming back. Rocket Lab's going to go green here. It's going to go higher. Watch out. There it is. Okay. Carbonara. There you go. Hector says carbonara. Love that. Oh, kids, I'll be back on this afternoon at 3 o'clock for the final hour of trading today. I invite you to join me then. We'll see if Jen and I can figure out where we're going to go for dinner. We'll let you know. We'll see what's up. What's up? 218 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Marie, I'm going to send you an email here shortly. We'll get you set up for your one-on-one today. If anyone wants a one-on-one, either before or after Marie and I hang out, you let me know with an email, and we'll take care of you and get you set up for that. Thank you, everybody. 21.43 on GameStop, down 37. It's trying. It's really, really trying. Really, really trying. ATIP 40.9. There you go. We're up a penny on Sofi. Look at that. We're up a penny on Sofi. That's what I said. We're up a penny on Sofi. 726. Sofi up a penny on 7.7 million traded. We are up a penny. The low today, 697. Someone got it down there. Somebody got it. The 695 buyers got nothing. 729, 797. Interesting. Tesla's up 84. There you go. Okay, getting a little bit more better, everybody. Thank you all. Richard, neat. JR, the neat emoji attack is coming in yet again from everybody. Thank you so much for being here and giving us thumbs ups. 218 thumbs ups. Thank you. Donations. Those of you becoming members, those of you upgrading to gold, bagel level status. Thank you all so very much for that. We are growing our membership again. It's fantastic. Great to have the newbies coming in here. Hector's here. Here comes Sell My House Fast, Upper Marlboro. Here they are. Neat. It's happening. As we end our show, the knee attack continues unabated, and the stocks will do as we want. Constantine, neat. Thank you, everybody. So very, 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 very much. Appreciate it all. Have a great rest of your morning and afternoon today. Oscar Davila is in the house. Get out of the way. Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate the knee emojis, and 219 thumbs ups are now in the house. Splair, have a relaxed day, everybody. Thank you, Splair. Here come the knee emojis. Mirko's here. Knee emojis from Mirko. Splair TV, here's some more. They're just coming out. The knee emojis are everywhere. Thank you, everybody. All right, we'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time and see what's going on. Marcus, TJ, Karen D, thank you so much for being part of this great family. We love you guys. We'll catch you this afternoon at 3 Eastern. Be there or be square. Okay, guys, thank you so much. See you shortly. Bye for now.